Today we're going to talk about a GitHub project called OmniRoute. We'll talk about the GitHub repo, because thanks to this GitHub repo, you can now connect all language models from one place to your Claude Code, Codex, or Cursor and use them very cheaply or with free models, and as one runs out or has a problem, it can switch to the next. This is very important because it doesn't always perform the heaviest function. Actually, while working with Claude Code or Codex, most of the functions are research, information compilation, or you can run them like agents to respond to your customers. So you can have them handle specific file tasks. For this, frankly, you don't need Opus, Fable, or GPT 5.6 solo. Very small models do these jobs very well. They specialize in their tasks. So, thanks to this model, you bring these into your workflows for free through OmniRoute. And in these projects with free workflows, even if something happens to one, since even high-quality free models can have occasional bottlenecks called rate limits that stop the flow, it switches them automatically here. Now we'll see what it is. It has over 30,000 stars, so it has an MIT license, and you can also use it commercially. It has over 30,000 stars, and you can think of it as a highly popular, very good distribution tool. You can actually think of it like an electrical panel. You plug in one cable and it distributes everywhere. As I said, the beauty is if one runs out, if its quota ends, it switches to the next, or if its limit is reached, it does something else. You set the rules. We'll examine it in this video. I'll show you how to set it up, which is quite easy. I'll show the interface. I'll explain what it does so you can start using these models anywhere, whether in your Hermes agent, other task-performing agents, or in Claude Code or Codex, because your 24/7 active workers need to be connected to a language model 24/7. This is a great solution both for cost and to avoid interruptions. There are many details here on the page. I've opened it. You can check the files here. We'll pull this and put it on our own computer. You don't even need to connect a model here. The rate limit is also quite good because it runs on its own. It connects and runs by itself here. I'll show this too. I won't provide any API key, but it will still continue to work. There are many languages here, as you can see. It's also very easy to set up. You copy your command from here, and you can install it directly here. It's explained in great detail here, but let's see what's actually happening. By the way, I'll show you a combo. The combo is this. For example, if DeepSeek runs out, then Kimi. If Kimi runs out, GLM. If GLM runs out, then Gemini. We're making a combo like that. This way, even if one gets stuck, it goes to the next, and the next, and the next. There are also quite a few different combo options here. There's fusion. For example, you can automatically do the fusion that Sakana Fugon did here. You can connect models together and get a joint response and so on. There are so many options. It's really like an electrical panel, as you can see. And you decide how the connections will be made. There are also strategies here. You can use those as well. You can do many different things, like using a priority model, a random model, or focusing on cost minimization, or even aiming for better performance by repeating the option that has been used the least. Alternatively, you could let the system decide automatically. There are also comparisons here. Okay, now we've got it. We got it in a very simple way. I came and typed Claude here, opened it in the terminal. I'm using this within anti-gravity. I opened it in the terminal. I said download this repo, understand this repo, and explain it. It says it like this. In one sentence, an MIT licensed local AI gateway running on your own machine. It puts 290 providers into a single OpenAI compatible endpoint on localhost, and instead of connecting to models individually, it connects there. 4 tiers. Claude Code, Codex, Copilot, DeepSeek, Grok, XAI, then GLM, Minimax, and free models can all be connected. When the quota runs out, it switches to the next one in milliseconds. There are 19 routing strategies. The ones we just listed, there's token compression. I said let's set it up, and we're setting it up. Now it's set up a place like this for me. It also assigned a password. Now it's open. Let me show you here. OmniRoute has a dashboard like this, and you can make many settings here. It's currently connected to OpenCode free. You can connect the others. You can create an API key from API keys, click Regenerate API key, and configure its settings. Afterwards, you can configure the endpoints. It might seem complicated, but when you provide this, Claude Code already handles the settings, or even if you give it to Codex or Gemini via anti-gravity, it can do the configurations. There's no problem here. Providers are connected, URLs, all of them, and there's monitor and optimize. In Combo Studio, you can also make combos like this. So you can create new combos. I have a combo here. The one I created, you can see it here. When you click Create Combo, you can configure them one by one. Now let me show you. I opened it here like this. I'm opening a new one. Okay. Now I'll say model. Claude 5, Claude Opus 5. There's actually no such model. There's no such model in the Claude family at all. We made this up. The ones I showed earlier, where are the combos? Right here we have a combo called Claude 5. Underneath it there's DeepSeek Flash. There's Nematron Ultra 3. There's Nemo 2.5 free. So there are completely free models. As you can see, this one is just DeepSeek. Now let's go here. Let's say it's going to run. It'll run with DeepSeek Flash now, and I didn't provide any API key. It says I'm Claude Code. It doesn't say Claude Code. It says tell me about yourself. It says I'm Claude Code. It says what can I do? As you can see here, you can use all of Claude's features and skills. So you can continue with all your projects and agents from here. But our model is actually DeepSeek Flash v4. Now I'll ask, and it'll probably get confused. It says I'm running on Claude 5. Claude 5 from Anthropic. There's no such model as Claude 5, actually. It says Claude 5 Opus level. It says this is me. There's Fable 5. There's Haiku 4.5. There's Sonnet 5. It thinks it's at the Opus level. I asked, are you Opus or are you DeepSeek? It says, I'm neither. I'm Claude 5. It's really very interesting. Because we told it, you're Claude 5, and it thinks it's Claude 5, but it's actually DeepSeek. Now you can really see all the providers here. All the free models are here. Everything can be seen here, actually. There are quite a lot of them. Frees are here, nodes are here, there's Chipotle, funny names, Mimo, open code free, Claude agents, locals, web fetches, you can connect up to Firecrawl here. As I said, this is like an electrical panel. You can bring your own here as well. In the one I just ran, I didn't connect to any of them. I didn't add a credit card or provide an API. The system brings this automatically. I think the most important thing here is the combo. By the way, if you use embeds, they're available for RAG systems and such. But the most important thing is the combo. In the combo, you can see the catalog right here. Auto, best reasoning, best coding, best fast. You can do things like that too. You can actually choose from the catalog as well. There's something like this. For example, let's show it like this. Let the name be Combo 41. What is our priority? We have quick templates. Do we want paid premium, cost-saving, balanced, or should it be completely free? We said free. For example, we already made one free. Let's make another or no description. In this way, the model puts Gemini 3.5 Flash first. You can see it like that. Who should the provider be? Let the combo be open code. What should we get from open code? Let's get Minimax 3 free, for example, open code free. I've added this here as well. Where did it go? I want Minimax 3 first, for example, at the top. This is the priority for me. No need for Sonnet. I won't take it. Delete these. I won't take them. I won't take DeepSeek. I took open code. Let Gemini stay for now. Let's add one more. Who can we get it from? From open code again. Should we get it from open code? Let's get it from open code. Let's get Nematron. Quen is also good, actually. We've added this too. We added this one extra. Gemini, you go now. From here again. All of these are free. We also added DeepSeek v4 Flash. We did something like this between models. To be safe, if it ends, let's switch to Quen. If that ends, let's switch to Minimax 2.5. What did we add? We have our settings here. There are routing strategies like should it rotate? We say let it rotate. Or it can rotate towards the least used. It can go towards priority. Let's go with priority. The initial options, all of these, or fusion, like this Sakana Fugo, you can combine them all and get an answer. It's completely up to your control. You can make settings this way. You can do agent features. Okay. Our new combo is here. As you can see, combo 41, Minimax, and so on. We can actually run and use this from here too. That's the beauty of it. I'm using Claude 5. There's DeepSeek v4 Flash, Nematron Ultra, Nemo 2.5 here. For example, how many requests were used, what was done. You already see the outgoing requests anyway. The success rate only crashed right here. You can see them all. I think it's quite successful for tracking tabs and your usage in a nice way. When you do it like this, it ran a test, it worked. Let's test this one, the new one too. Our combo 41 got an error, for example. Why? Let's look again. Combo 41 is getting an error. It didn't work right away, for example. It's important to put them all back to back. Now, let's go to the settings here for a moment. 1 second. There are many tabs here. There's Studio. There's Quota. As I said, we can get our API key from here. This part is important. We'll use it now. There's Caveman. I had also shared about Caveman, but it's for using with fewer tokens. There's LLM Lingua. It has quite a lot of capabilities. It also has various settings. You can learn these by exploring the model along with Claude Code. There's CLI, there are CLI agents, ACP agents, cloud agents. There's so much you can do. You can define tasks in the cloud agent. Here, for example, we select Jules as the agent. We select Google's repo, and we can start getting work done there. There are bridges you can connect. The API endpoints are also here. Everything is set up and ready to go because we're going to use this. Now, when we type cloud configure here, when we give this command, our settings appear and Cloud 5 comes up. As you can see from here, Demo Cloud has arrived. Now, how can we be sure? I've opened another terminal. Let me show you something. Let it take this like this, or let it stay here. I'm going to give a command right here. Let's watch what happens. I've started it now. I'm saying hello here. As you can see, DeepSeek is being used here. I said search the news. What is the model doing? The model is using DeepSeek v4 Flash. As you can see, Cloud 5, our model that thinks it's Claude, asked for permission. You can monitor all the operations it performs here. So it's actually DeepSeek v4 Flash running, but it thinks it's Claude. This is a good thing, because as I said, in all projects, you don't need Opus or Fable. Many tasks, specific research, news tracking, analyzing comments. For example, to scrape and analyze comments on Trendyol, you don't need to spend on the most expensive model. Monitoring your competitors on social media, monitoring their comments. There are so many things. These are your digital employees, and by employee, I mean an employee doesn't have to do everything perfectly. You will divide all the tasks into departmental tasks. Small tasks, actually. Think of AI agents as a cluster. You can think of it as one AI agent, but there are many AI agents underneath. As you can see here, there are also AI agents that don't need smarter models, and they can be used like this. Okay, now we had one more model. Model Cloud Opus 5 now. Okay, we wrote to this one too. It says, I am Opus 5. It says, I'm running on Opus 5. Okay, let's look at this side. We're still on DeepSeek, as you can see, but these continue to think they are Opus. I said, let's see, prove yourself, make a 3D game. Let's see, it started working, but, well, let me say this. Of course, it won't be able to do it at the Opus level. We just made a comparison video. With this, you can connect to Codex, Olama, Cursor, VS Code, and many other systems. You can create your agents for every profession, because OmniRoute provides output suitable for all of them. That's the beauty of it. You can connect in a way that suits all of them. It has outputs, settings, and API endpoints. Here, let me show you. Playground, memory. It actually has many settings. This is a very good thing, because you can use it for everything. You use the free models very well. You also use specific services for all the projects you need very well. It's quite successful, I think. Very detailed. Of course, free models or cheap models aren't at an Opus level or a GPT-4 level. Llama already came as a new open source. Open sources are coming, but they won't perform at that level. So don't give them the same responsibility. It will take longer. They'll do it in more rounds. More problems will arise, but test it. For example, try it on a job, a small job. Let the job be this. Let's say an invoice comes in. We'll read the invoice and save it to Excel. You don't need a large model for this. If 200 invoices come in a day, it reads all 200, saves all 200 correctly, and your spending will be very low. If you train the small model correctly, you'll be very profitable. Always think of it like this. You're going to the market. You need to buy water, buy a soda, you need to buy some things. In the house garage, you have one normal car, and there's also a Ferrari. You always want to take the Ferrari. Well, it always uses a lot of gas, there's always a risk, and so on. It's not logical. You'd actually take the other car to go buy a soda. That's how you need to think. But you also need the Ferrari, or you also need the truck. A truck works too, for loading up and carrying things. Think of large models like that. These small models are actually the ones that will do your daily tasks. I did it. It says, interesting. Let's open it up. Well, it flew. I'm sure this isn't that. I'm sure it's not Opus. We already did this with Opus using a single prompt. It could even produce a museum like this with a single prompt. But, it really doesn't matter at all, of course. Because with this kind of quality, honestly, it's just funny. We really want to thank DeepSeek for its remarkable self-confidence and boldness. Seriously, this is the free version we're talking about here. There's nothing to be done. The flash-free version, not even the pro version. It's still doing its best, and it's quite good. If its limit ran out, it hasn't yet, but if it did, it would switch to the other model. Gemini would continue with Nemotron below. It would keep doing the job. The important thing is, you're tracking something at night, it shouldn't be interrupted. It's constantly recording things, it shouldn't end. If you want, you can add your own API key, Anthropic, OpenAI, and usage packages to this flow. You put these in too. That way the work isn't interrupted, it doesn't end. You'll have systems that run 24/7. I hope it was useful. As I said, you can set it up just by talking. It's easy to use, easy to set up. This is the panel, and I haven't entered any API keys yet. You can bring your own systems and API keys, add them here, not there, add them to providers, for example. Let's look at Kimi. Kimi is right here overall. Was it Moonshot? The provider? Yes, Moonshot AI. Why provider? If you bring it here, you can start using Kimi models, for example. You make a connection here, enter your API key from Moonshot. I came here, for instance. I'm getting my API key. I can't get it. I pasted it here. Okay, it pulled 4 models for me, for example. I'm already making payments there now. And from these models, I'll say use Kimi K3 first. So I'll go and create a combo. I'll click Create Combo. Let's call it my combo. We said Premium Free Stack. Let the rest be free, but here, Provider from Moonshot. Moonshot is here. It didn't take Kimi K3. Why didn't it? Anyway, we'll put the K2 coder into K3 as well. I found how to put it. I'll add this here. Use K3 for me in the first step. If it runs out, I'll have it switch to others. I'll set my prioritization this way. You can set up this system. These are good methods to use. If you also want to start your own business with AI, develop your career, and create your products, mobile apps, and SaaS through AI, you can join the Digital Academy community. There's a lot of training inside. So many successful applications have come out so far. Let me show you the community from among us. You can also see our friends' successes here. It's a very crowded and helpful community. And most importantly, there are multiple lessons. So if you want to build a SaaS, it's there. If you want to design AI agents or digital employees, that's there. If you're learning Claude Code, there are many lessons, and they are constantly added every single day. AI agency, agentic systems, vibe coding, content engine, game lab. As you can see, there are many different paths. You choose the one that suits you. With live classes, you both attend and learn, and you can ask your questions. You also get 24/7 technical support. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, hit like so I can post more videos like this, because that's how we track it. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, we'll grow together. Thanks a lot in advance. See you soon.